Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
Also brought to you by Mr. Matt Van Voorhis, Pigpen.
Yes.
Whoa, man, what was that all about? Yeah.
I didn't pull the mic up to my to me before the show started. I like that though. It's kind of got that Halloween creep to it.
Yeah, okay. Then I don't enjoy it, but I don't think I'm alone. But you know what? Our guests tonight enjoy Thursday nights.
Thursday nights.
They do forever. Yeah, and those guests are
Liver Jones and the Flat Earths. I mean the Flat Bellies. I was reverting back to the last time we were here.
Here we go again.
They were doing it all over again. We got Liver Jones and the Flat Bellies, and man, it's been a while since we've had you guys on.
1 year ago to do Trinity, right?
My belly's a little less flat since the last time we saw it.
Flatworms.
Flatworms.
Yeah,
That's the Flat Earths last time. It's the Flat Bellies this time. Come on, man. Have you ever heard this show? I haven't got one band name right in 7 years. You know, the Tripsy Gypsies will always forever be the Tripsy Gypsies. I don't care what they tell me. That's just, you know.
Everybody's got a nickname.
And the Dead Roses will always be Red Doses. It just doesn't matter. You know, it's just how you see things. Look, you probably don't know this about me. I'm slightly dyslexic. Or dyslexic. I sometimes I get it backwards. I don't know. All right, so there we go. We got Liver Jones and the Flatworms. That's just not as fun. Flat Belly sounds like awesome. Sounds hot. You know?
You're pretty close.
If I had a band name like that, I'd have to do like Sheryl Crow and like paint the abs on because it still would just look. It still wouldn't work. Yeah. So been a year, you say? Is that what you said, Dennis?
Yeah, I think so.
Been 1
Less
year.
than a year, because it was May 14th.
May 14th.
He's a historian.
He's this guy.
No, it's called YouTube channel. Go back and listen to it so you can figure out who you're talking to tonight.
I don't even know the Flat Earths. That's all I remember.
That's the only reason we do it. We put it up so we know next time. Just go back and listen to it. It's a lot easier than trying to remember what happened a year ago.
I can't even remember what happened yesterday or like earlier. What did I call you? The flat what?
The Flat Earth.
There it is. The Flat Earth.
Right.
Flat Earth.
Flat Earth belly.
The Flat Earth bellies with worms crawling out of them.
Ew.
So yeah, we've it's been a year, so we got a lot of catching up to do, man. I don't know about you guys, but it's been rough on me, man. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
You look the same. I don't know. It's the same, right?
For our listening audience, shall you introduce?
Shall I introduce the Flatworms? Well,
I'm going to do that before you talk for a half hour and they don't say anything.
all right, let's. I'm sorry. I often monopolize the time on the show. I'm very sorry for that. And, you know.
Yeah, I had to listen to that.
So right next to me, I've got Eric Laux on sitting. It's just the first name I looked at and saw.
Last time it was Tim. You called everyone Tim.
Tim, last week I think I got Doug and Dave mixed up.
Last year.
Oh,
when you talked to these guys,
Tim?
Yeah. Tim dominated your conversation.
I think
There was all of us here, so.
I feel like there was one time when I kept calling Greg a different name too. I'm so bad. I'm so bad about this.
We need those guys a little closer.
Can you lean into the mic? So yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Greg, just do it yourself. It's so much better.
Greg Morse, bass, vocals.
See, that was right.
Rhythm guitar player.
That's right.
Ian Jones, vocals and lead guitar.
All of those names were correct, and had I done it, it would have been Tim, Larry, and John.
And John Jones and Adam Smith are not with us tonight.
Yeah.
Adam Smith.
But they're in our memories.
Yes.
They're channeling.
Wow.
That's Ian.
It got dark all of a sudden, man. Ian, come on, man.
Oh, he was thinking about his cousin.
They are cousins.
Family.
John Jones and Ian Jones are cousins.
There you go.
And then Jacob and Jacob.
And John Paul Jones is related somehow, I'm sure. No?
Yeah, long distant uncle.
Long distance uncle. Long distance creepy uncle, we'll call it.
I didn't get the bass gene, John.
Oh, man.
But these guys, Ian's got some pedigree out there. Yeah.
Really?
Family. Ancient legends. Correct?
Let's
Fill
hear
in our
about it, Ian.
audience.
Come
Fill in
on.
our audience.
Don't get all coy.
The Jones family's pretty musical. My grandpa was a player, and
I'd say.
in one way or another.
In multiple ways, he was a player.
Yeah, piano player, guitar player, and
Mick?
no, this is my grandpa Fred.
Oh, okay.
But then Mick Jones, my dad, was in, of course, the Bo Mix
That's
and the
right.
Panics back in the days, back here in Alton. And they were pretty popular. Open up for Ike and Tina Turner and that kind of thing. And
I thought he was in Foreigner.
no,
Different Mick Jones.
We can go with that, can't we?
Yeah.
It's better for rating.
cool. Yeah.
Hashtag Foreigner.
Never even got a quarter, man.
We'll get like 8 more views.
That was great.
He did the solo in Eat It. No. Am I right about that?
he's just
The
a
guy
dirty
from
white
Foreigner
boy.
did it. I don't know if it was Mick.
I don't know, but he's a dirty white boy. That's
But
all I
yeah,
know.
the Panics.
That's right. Yeah, right.
He's
Right.
cold as ice.
Cold as ice, right.
And then Greg over here has been in like 30 bands because everyone needs a bass player.
Yeah, and he's if I remember, you're recording constantly with somebody.
Not so much these days, but yeah, I try. I enjoy recording a tune or two.
A tune or two. It seemed like last time we had you on, you had like 3 or 4 bands. We discussed albums that you were. Wasn't there like a Cherry Street Lane or what?
Well,
come on, Dennis will know. He'll know exactly what it is.
I think we went into the history there of Liver Jones and where we recorded early on, and
Yeah.
did just finish up a record with Agents of the Free. I don't know when they're going to release it, but it's done.
You as a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's cool. So that album's been forthcoming for the past decade.
Yes.
We've all been waiting
They
on Vince
seem
and
to be in
Needles.
no hurry.
No, not. That's fine. Sometimes it's good to not rush it. But that's funny. I remember my cousin Doug's in that band, and he told me years and years ago they were going to start on an album. So I get it. I've been in that ball game before. So you've got it. What do you got it recorded? You got it mixed? You got it ready to go?
It's ready for them to put on the interwebs or print up some vinyl, whatever they're going to do with it. I'm not sure what they're waiting for, but yeah.
Is there a song about Tilt on there?
It is.
I
That
knew
song
it.
did make the cut. Yes.
Okay.
Right on. Well, what about the karate one?
There's a live track
Black-
that WBG's Alex
Yeah.
Honky
Yeah.
produced that one.
Yeah,
That's the hidden track.
the black belting. I'm a black belt in karate. That's the hidden track. You got to listen to like 10 minutes of dead air to get to it, right? Remember the
You got to play the first song backwards.
Right.
Oh man. So that's so,
I always thought like the little rewind on a CD kind of goes. dit. If you could time something out just right, you could backmask a CD. I don't know if anyone's done that. Greg, you're a tech. Is it possible?
Ooh, yeah, I think you probably do something like that. You
It's
make it
rhythm.
sound that way for sure.
Right.
I'll just have you
You'd
come
have to
over
put
and
a
go,
syllable. Like,
we've done things over at Dennis's studio where we'll record a word. Mescalito, and then listen to it backwards, and then start saying it backwards, but then flip the tape around. It's very weird. So, but that's how you get weird sounds and stuff, right? Record yourself saying the word backwards, and then flip the tape. It's not quite right, but it puts out a weird effect.
kind of like the music we put out. Not quite right.
Not quite right. That was the name
Well,
of.
we didn't put it out.
Yeah,
That's
right.
so we didn't.
Be a
have
great
that
name
problem.
for a biography.
I actually did, though, so that was a bad idea.
You did 3 albums in one day you released. It was crazy.
I wasn't going to tell no one, though. Remember, that was the plan.
Well,
I'm trying to stay underground.
Yeah.
I mean, like, delete stuff as soon as I'm done. You can't get more underground than that.
That's pretty underground.
It's
I'm, dark and underground.
It's the Cartman approach. Nobody can come to my theme park. That'll make everybody want it. Oh, man. So
you know
there
who else has a new release out? Legends from Alton.
I'll probably get the band's name wrong if you don't tell
No,
me.
you won't. Dead Planet.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Pled
Fracture.
Danit. Mm-hmm. Right on.
Yeah, I'm going to throw that out there.
They go on my list of one of the loudest bands I've ever ran sound for.
Nice.
Wow.
That's their plan.
We like to say that they started punk rock. I mean, at least in Alton they did. We don't know.
It feels like it.
It feels like it.
Yeah.
In my world,
Every time.
In my world, they started punk rock. So,
Hey, they remember when the plane crashed into the old Bernard's pub.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that's going back in punk rock right there.
Wow.
yeah, I still think, John, that
Johnny Green?
Hey, I think he paid someone to fly that plane and to get some insurance. No, I don't know.
Wasn't his kid's name Dennis the Menace? I mean, he looked just like that guy. Anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Trinity.
Talking about the old
Trinity's
punk
Way. .org. Trinity's Way.org for Trinity River Fest.
And that is coming up. Happens every
Again.
Mother's Day weekend. Not on, on Friday and Saturday, right? So not, Sunday you still got weird. You get to go be with your mom. Bring your mom out to Trinity's Riverfest. That's what I would do. That's the best thing to do. But it goes on every year for like 5 years now, and man, is it got a good lineup every year. It gets pretty good, But I'm digging it, man. You guys played last year, and was that your first year? First year there?
Last year was our first year at Trinity.
No, we played before. Played inside, didn't we?
Band fight.
Band fight.
Oh, maybe
Yes.
maybe
This is
maybe
our-
the
this will be
prior
our third
year.
year.
Yeah,
Third
this is our
year.
third year. We did
Yes.
do kind of a quickie on the inside stage
Ooh,
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, or was it?
Yowza.
Maybe it was pre-COVID. I don't know.
Yeah, because the 2020 was a virtual year.
Oh,
We did
and we did
that in the garage.
we did. Okay, so
Yeah, we sent that in.
See?
Yeah, that was
So-
at his house even.
Everybody,
So-
we all forget that year.
so 4 times.
Yeah, it's hard to tell that even counted. It was so odd.
That was a different thing, but that was also very fun.
You know what I wanted when we did that. When we set up and did that, the one thing I wish we would have set up, because we kind of, we set up monitors and tried to make it, feel like we were. I wish we would have had a good clap track, because at the end of every song, you're just like, thank you.
Your band did have the best production value, though. I think.
Well,
Uh-huh.
we can give Alex Honky our engineer.
We're
the
in
crew
an
for
under
that.
construction garage.
Yeah, there was like a canoe hanging on one side.
I remember that. You know what?
Chairs and-
That was cool. There was a few of them, like the Unknown and Sailing. They did it like in a head shop, where there was like a bunch of bongs behind them and stuff. The Roaming Home did it on their front porch. There was it was kind of
That was good.
I told them, I said, you know what I thought worked well with that is that so many people just set a microphone up without a compression or condenser to squash it down, and it gets a little.
Yeah.
And their mic was far enough away from what they were doing that even though they just set a camera phone up, it didn't sound. It didn't have that,
Right.
over gain type sound. So yeah, that was an interesting year, and that was super cool that they got that they were able to do that, because all the money that they raise goes for cleaning up litter and for animals. So
Great cause.
yeah. I mean, I never met a dog I didn't like, and I don't like any of the litter. So they're doing good things on both sides there.
Yeah, no kidding.
So there you go, man. You guys are playing at 7 p.m. on Saturday, right?
Yep.
There's some bands playing right now.
Oh yeah, it's Thursday night, and we haven't even got into that. We should talk about what's happening on Thursday and just ignore Liver Jones and a flat belly earthworms. I'm gonna have your name
Where's the free
long.
beer at?
Down at the.
It's down at Morrison's Irish Pub. If you talk nice to him. No.
By now, the sea shanties will probably buy around.
Yeah, the sea shanty sing-alongs have been going on for at least 15 minutes, which means they've been pouring Irish whiskey hard, and they're all really drunk
Yeah,
by
that's
now.
3 shots of Jameson into it already.
Right. They're 3 shots in, and everybody's having a good time. That goes on every Thursday night, and man, just, if you haven't checked it out, just go check it out.
And then when that ends at 9, everyone goes over to Ragin' Cajun for the open mic.
With Jamie
Did you
Dunn.
know that?
Is
Yeah.
that Jamie Dunn?
That's Jamie.
Jamie Dunn right there, man.
From Birds of Squalor.
Absolutely. And
Who
then
will also be playing at Trinity Riverfest.
Birds of Squalor?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think. If not, we're forcing them to now.
I was going to say, I enjoy those guys' set. I like Jamie's vocals, but I love it when Chris Vanda, he does all the goofy stuff, the goofy banter behind him. Heavy metal with goofy banter. Not really heavy metal, but heavy edge.
Also tonight, the Truckers at 7 o'clock at Fast Eddie's open mic with Gigi and the Tall Trees, 6 to 9. That's Jumpin' Johnny. 6 to 9 p.m. at the Bakers and Hale and Godfrey and his new wife.
We also got karaoke DJ with DJ Tony going on 8 p.m. at Martin's Tunes and Eats in Wood River. And Nick Sturgas, 7 to 10 p.m. He's up at George's local brew in Jerseyville. Now we're back to Eric Lysot. See, I brought that name up earlier. Eric Lysot's going to be at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville from 6 to 9 p.m. tonight. And my buddy Graham Pagano with the Graham Band, he's going to be at Deutz Village Inn. Always a party at Deutz Village Inn. Got just karaoke at Patrick's in Granite City. They usually got some bands going on, but doing the karaoke this evening. So go down if you're in Granite City, get drunk and sing a song or two.
Then Piano Joe 6 to 9 at Prairie Inn in Dorsey. Now check this out, Pigpen.
All
Maybe
right.
some of the venues in the area should think about this idea. I ran across this, and I think this is the second weekend. So Belleville has got together with a bunch of the venues, and so they just throw a festival every weekend now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
nice.
so check it out. Here's Thursday night's lineup. It's called Experience Live Music Row.
All right.
They're going to have Hunter Hamilton from 6 to 9 at 7, John Spicer 6 to 9 at Copper Fire, Kevin Gruen 6 to 9 at Bernie's Pizza, and Live Blues 7:30 to 10
Yeah.
at Cigar Inn in Belleville.
There you go. So you got, what, 5 different venues there, all participating? I would like to know if they're all lined up real close to each other where you could walk one to another.
Well, I would imagine that's why it
I'm
says
hoping, yeah.
Music Row.
Music City. Yeah, well, I've never been to these places.
Some
so.
rows are crooked, I guess.
So, some are.
Being a crooked row.
If you've ever been to the real Music City Row, it's crooked. It's more crooked than anything you've ever seen. They're stabbing people in the back for songs, and I'm just saying the most crooked place you've been
Locking
since Hollywood.
songwriters in rooms.
Only
and
place,
making more-
only place more crooked is D.C. Maybe. So, I mean,
We're not playing Connect 4.
no, you're right. More cities should do this. Andy Coco, a guest we've had on in the past, he used to do Funk Fest, where he would do the 3 bars, BB's Blues and Jazz and Blue Oyster or Broadway Oyster Bar, whatever it is. There's like 3 or 4 of them there that he would do, and I always thought that was cool because you walk bar to bar.
Every weekend?
Nah, he would just do it once a year.
every day.
This is Thursday. Wait till you see what's coming up.
Well, that's cool. So good for Belleville, whatever commission has got together to do this.
I know you love festivals, so do the last one there on
I
Thursday.
absolutely do.
It's all weekend. so-
All right, here we go. So
Well,
we
actually,
got,
this is coming up. I wanted to, get to it, though. Check it out.
all right, it's April 28th at 12 p.m., May 1st at 3 p.m. I'm not sure what that means.
There's a dash in there. That means it goes all the way
okay.
through. You threw festivals before. You threw a festival, and you don't know how it lasts 3 days?
Yeah.
You forgot that part already?
I did. It all seems like one long day to me. I usually don't sleep. So there you go.
That's his best Ron Burgundy there. He doesn't proofread.
Yeah, I absolutely refuse to proofread. It takes all the fun out of the show.
I'm an artist.
Right.
So it's a festival. What's it called?
It is called Third Eye Music and Arts Festival at Pulaski County, Fort Leonard Wood Shrine Club. Wayne. Oh, I think I've heard of this place in Waynesville, Missouri. So cool. Spilly Nelson, Chicago Farmer, and MK Ultra. Wow, there's 3 bands, over 25 bands playing, but there's 3 good ones there.
Yeah, it's a long list. So
yeah, well, I dig me some Spilly, love me some Chicago Farmer, and MK Ultra. I'd be involved in any of those experiments if I could. So, but I've heard that Shrine Club there in Waynesville. I've had a lot of people tell me. I haven't been down there, but they have some really nice infrastructure, nice place to stay, nice place to it's not like some of the places we go where it's just a field and a generator powering a band on plywood, which I'm fine with that too.
Lipper Jones and the Flatworms had a nice place once on Cherry Street.
I heard about
Are
this
you starting
place
to remember
one time.
now?
I think there was something about an air conditioner in a drum room.
Yep.
the little, so the synapses are starting to fire a little bit, and the cannabinoids are sparking up, and
You got to turn the AC off when you're doing drum tracks.
I remember this story now.
Make them sweat.
Yeah. So if I remember though, it was like a house you were recording in that you didn't even live in it though, did you?
No, our singer John Jones owned 2 homes, one right next to the other. He lived in one, and this was like his old house, and we just kind of took it over.
Wow.
That's Mick Jones' nephew.
Yeah, and
Just to keep up with that.
and John Paul Jones' second cousin.
That was our great aunt Bert's house.
Oh, okay. Check that out.
There you
We're
go.
getting deep in the Joneses here.
well, you
We're
know what,
keeping
though?
up with the Joneses.
That's not easy to do when they got 2 houses. They've already got 2 houses next
He's
to
never
each other.
heard that joke.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So you saying it was your Aunt Berta's house? Is that right? Did I say
Aunt
it
Bert,
right?
yeah.
Aunt Bert.
My
there you
great
go.
aunt Bert.
Your great Aunt Bert.
Yeah.
That probably.
Way to go, sound man.
Yeah. See, he's
Jumping
like, come
in
on,
there.
man, get in there.
Good job.
That helps explain the next question, which I was going to say. How does a guy afford 2 houses next to each other? But
Have you seen Cherry Street?
okay.
It's Alton, man.
You used to work Cherry Street, didn't you?
I tried. I never made a whole lot of money.
I think the second house he actually got, the city gave it to him.
It was gonna get tore down.
Yeah.
We will give
Good
it
deal.
to you if you'll just do something with it. Nice. All right, well, I'm loving it. You know the good thing about Cherry Street, though? You're saying it's Cherry Street. I bet you didn't get a lot of noise complaints while you were in there, did you?
No, but ironically enough, we were the rock band, but we would complain about people yelling in the street.
Right.
Hey, can you hold it down? We're trying to make a record here.
Right. It's not that we don't want you to finish what you're doing, but we're in the middle of a track.
Now, it wasn't part of the story that Mr. Jones rented some places, and the stipulation was that you had to deal with a band.
Right.
If you
Yeah.
wanted
So
to
this
rent the
was
place.
a multi-level home, and the band occupied the basement. There were some tenants upstairs. A couple lovely ladies rented upstairs and sang some backing tracks with us.
Nice.
And then
Nice.
some other characters moved in there, and that wasn't the same, but.
No.
Suddenly there was a funny smell, and they were all wearing respirators now.
Fake news.
I don't know.
We had a lot of fun there.
Yeah. Too much fun.
I remember Cherry Street somehow, because all the flat belly, flat earthworms, all that. It started, memories start tickling, the brain starts tickling, and I remember it. But when he said recording them, I'm like, oh, I do remember the air conditioners. See, I don't remember a whole lot, bro, so you should really feel like, wow, this dude remembered. Not.
Should we applaud?
No, please hold the applause till the end. I just want one big applause at the end, if you don't mind. You'll interrupt my art. Oh yeah. So there you go, man. Have you guys been doing any recordings in the last year since we talked to you?
There you go. Good question.
Just some demo work. Definitely write a lot of new songs. The creative juices are flowing, so to speak. So yeah, just trying to capture everything in demo form and rehearse it. We are going to be playing some new material at Trinity, so looking forward to that. But yeah, just trying to capture all those ideas, kind of do some pre-production for when we want to get serious about it, and
These guys constantly
Make it
write
real.
songs. They got 4 albums out with over 10 songs on each album, and probably that many songs at least ready to go.
Probably.
Remember, they could play like 3 full sets of originals.
Yeah, I remember not only that, but it seemed like you had like 5 bands that were that was.
Yeah, we didn't get into all of Greg's bands.
Yeah, I've dialed it. I've dialed it back a little bit.
Well, what I wonder is, do you sleep or like you got a little pill that keeps you up all night? Makes you always feel like you had a coffee at 3 o'clock in the
I
afternoon.
think they call it being a workaholic kind of thing. I just can't sit still.
You know, he jammed with some pretty talented folks before he would get
Before he was
off,
with
and
these
then-
losers.
Yeah, that's when it was coming out.
Or he went to Cherry Street.
No. That's
We brought him down.
that's where I was going
ghetto.
because they would stop.
Yeah.
And then he'd come over to their house because he still wanted to
Yeah,
jam.
it kind of started as the
Yeah.
after gig jam.
Yeah.
You know, at jams starting at 2 o'clock in the morning.
The after jam. That is awesome. That's
So we're
that is
talking
a life.
about-
You're living the dream, bro.
We're talking about Pale Divine, Michael Shearer, right? You jammed with him after Pale Divine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For quite a while, yeah. Him and Steve Hunt, who was in
Right.
New World Spirits, and Rusty Allen, who he now lives in Minnesota. But yeah, we did that for quite a while, and other bands
And
around
one
the
of your
area.
favorite bands from the past, Palace.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. Lance Klein, Gus Codros, Tony Morales,
Yep.
Craig Morris,
Head Trip Window, that was another one.
Head Trip Window, right?
Yep. Point Essential Band.
Yeah, Palace was one of those bands. I don't remember a whole lot of gigs. I just remember, like, because it was kind of like same thing with Scotty and the Undecided. It's like, hey, I'm going to carry a couple amps in and I'm not going to pay to get in. I'll carry your stuff in and you're going to call me a roadie and I'm not paying to get in.
Those were good times too. Also a blur for myself.
Oh, absolutely. That's like I say, I remember having fun doing that stuff, but it's good times.
So yeah, you guys got 4 albums that are out there that people can get. The first one, self-titled.
Correct.
Then Macro,
Correct. Also,
Cherry Street,
yep.
right? Of course.
Also known as Liver Jones 3, but yeah.
Right, and Thirsty, which we talked about the last time. That was the newest one.
Right, yeah. So with COVID, we released that one and really haven't had a chance to promote it, to its full. So if you're out there, it's out there on digital media platforms. Go ahead and download it and check it out. Thirsty.
If you're thirsty.
Alt Music Exchange might have a few copies up there.
Sure does.
Yep.
It might have some carnival music on it.
It may have some carnival
Clowns don't listen
barkerism.
to
I was terrified after listening to that album. Jumped right out the window. Luckily, it wasn't very far. But there was a mud puddle. So, someone's important.
So you're saying our record is dangerous?
No, well, if you're afraid of clowns, like Jacob said, if you're afraid of clowns, there's some danger involved in carnival music.
Jacob.
Uh-oh. President calling?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I wanted to get him to say something. He haven't said much. What do you think of this mess you're sitting around?
I love it.
Okay, good.
Love it.
Thank God. I thought, maybe we were doing something wrong.
No, I'm done. I'm out of here. Sorry.
He's leaving. He's got an
I'm going
emergency.
He was here for the free beer.
Well, yeah, that didn't last, so... Well, we need more beer next time.
I saw what the text was he got. It was the other 2 members of the band. They're right outside. They said, is there free beer? We'll come in. And that's what I saw what the text was.
I'll speak up.
We mentioned their names. I mean, didn't we?
We did.
I thought we did.
So,
That's a long time ago, though. Hey, you want to talk about Friday real quick now that we got 15 more minutes in?
I'm ready to do all that stuff, that and much more.
Well, because those guys we had on last week, their release party
Oh, yeah.
is
Hideous
this weekend.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, it's Friday night.
Yeah.
Imitation of Myself. Have you heard the new Hideous Gentlemen?
I have heard it. Every time they post something out there, I try and check it out. Yeah, good stuff.
Unlike you, Pigpen, who
Very proud of those
hasn't
guys.
watched the videos yet. Did you go home and watch the videos?
I did not.
Did you go home and
did
support
not.
local music and art?
I want to. I want to so bad, and I think my computer hates me. It's every time I log on, it's talking bad about me. I get so angry.
Did you see the Hideous Gentlemen video where they're wearing the dog mask, playing cards
trying to tell
with
him,
big
man.
cards?
Good.
He's not excited about it. Apparently, they've got some kind of rift going
Well,
since last week.
This is what happened. Me and Jared went out for drinks. I got a little handsy at the end of the night. I said, I'm going home to watch your videos, but I had a few drinks. I got a little handsy under the bar, and he said a few choice words to me, and I said, I won't watch your videos for at least another week, but I'll watch them tonight.
I thought it was because you hadn't paid for that bass amp. But, it's not like he's Jody. Come on. Help him out.
Oh, man.
Anyways, his band, Hideous
I have a
Gentlemen.
bass amp?
Their new... You forgot already. Imitation of Myself is the new release, and they're playing with Piasa Canyon and 40 Thieves at the Conservatory. Where else would you do an original show, right?
And Alton, that is the place to do it.
It is.
Although we did find out from distant eyes that there's another underground house called G-Spot.
Ooh.
Hard
I've
to
been
find
looking
that
for the
one.
G-Spot.
I have been too. I've been looking furiously for it.
Seriously. Wow.
It used to be called
Maddening.
the Bean, right?
Yeah,
You know how
man in
it
the
gets
boat.
when I have to investigate.
I called Dr. Gershwin myself. I got direct. Anyway, it's so the G-Spot is the new house party place that is also hosting original music.
Just in case
Nice,
you're into
nice. Where's that at?
underground.
Where's that?
Well, it's kind of
no one
It's
knows.
kind of hard
It's
to
like
find a
you gotta go-
G-spot.
They're a little,
I think you go
Wait a minute,
north.
call
and then
Dr. Ruth.
they're a little more like us when we were young. They're hiding their location. Apparently, it didn't work out so well
Go
for Metal
north,
Gear,
and you
right?
want to turn just a little east, I think, and you're going to be fine.
Unless you're
Yeah.
in the south of the equator, then you do it the other way.
I'm no scallywag. I don't go crossing the equator.
Oh.
Oh.
This conversation suddenly feels
It did-
way
it
dirtier
went
than we
sideways.
started.
You'll fall off the earth.
Crooked.
Oh man.
So I'll get us back on track with Friday night here.
Oh yeah, that's what we were
The
doing.
BuzzTones, 8 o'clock at Chez, Maryland's. Pianos at Ragin Cajun, of course. Jeremy Drake opening up for his own band. He's doing the 2 to 6 slot, and then Shotgun Creek at 7:30 to 11:30 at Fast Eddie's. And let's see, what else on Friday night? Oh, yeah.
Lady Luck
The Binsman.
doing it at Baker's and Hale. They're going to be our
birthday
guest in
party's
2
coming
weeks.
up.
Yeah, he'll be in with us 2 weeks from today, I do believe. to
Andy Binsman.
Discuss that. Andy
He's
Binsman.
so good.
We'll just call it Andy Binsman's little brother's party.
We always call Jeff Andy just to mess with him. Anyways,
There's a trend here.
yeah. Ongoing jokes, inside. No one listens, so like 3 people got that.
Best thing about radio, telling inside jokes.
Anyways, Lady Luck's at Baker's and Hale at 7 o'clock. Money Shot, 8 o'clock at Sunset Grill in Godfrey. The Screaming Eagles Jam Band out at Laux Brickhouse in Bethalto. The Southside Bloozy Boyz playing at the Moose, the Water Buffalo Club in Wood River. Bobby Rolens, 7 to 10 at George's Local Brew in Jerseyville. Steve Mellis does his open mic at the Hog Pit in Grafton on Friday. Kickstart playing Patrick's at 8 o'clock.
You Matt,
Granite
you
City?
just totally passed up
Yeah, I did.
TBD,
I
man.
did.
Like
Well,
my favorite.
I was trying to get through this list.
All right.
Since you want to go with go ahead.
TBD's going to be at the Bloody Bucket Saloon.
Yeah, they hadn't announced that. But anyways, Skylark Brothers, 7 to 10 at Corner Tavern in Edwardsville. And you can do that one. I don't want to have to say it.
Alex Raimundo.
Thank you.
It's the Tequila Talking Comedy Tour. That starts at 8 p.m. at the Wildie Theater in Edwardsville.
Right. Also in Edwardsville on Friday, Mike Harper, 5 to 8 at the Stagger Inn again. Borderline, 7 to 10 at the 1818 Chop House in Edwardsville, and they are going to be busy, man. I was pumped. Went and checked out their Facebook page, and they have bands every weekend. So we'll be saying that a lot.
1818 Chop House. Just great place to see a show, but don't leave your car parked there long. I just don't know.
They definitely have
That kind of child.
They definitely have a steak. Yeah. Matt Walderscheid, 6 o'clock at the cabin at Judy Creek in Glen Carbon. The Blue Marlin Band, 8 o'clock until midnight at Silver Creek Saloon in Belleville, where they're having the Experience Live Music Row every weekend now. And here is Friday's lineup. Denver Wade Trent, 6 to 9 at Bernie's Pizza. Miles Brenton, 7 to 10 at 7. Nashville Singer-Songwriters, limited tickets for that, 7 to 11 at the venue on Main. Kenny Firestone, 8 to 11. He has to get up and race NASCAR on the weekend, too. And the Jack Lane Trio, 9 to 11:30 at Cigar Inn in Belleville.
All right, let's just say this. It's probably not true, but that Wade Trent, Denver Wade Trent, I mean, that, like, 3 names, that's a serial killer thing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say.
I see it listed differently.
I think we skipped Mo Pleasure at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville, also up there. And we got the Grand Band doing it at the City Foundry over in St. Louis. Sonic Temple, which is a cult tribute, and then Rock Bottom are doing it at the Diamond Hall Music in St. Louis.
Is the cult still together?
Well, the cult I started broke up a long time ago. We all took our shoes off one night, drank some Kool-Aid, and it was electrified. No, no, I don't know if the cult is still together. That was a crazy band. Well, also we
One more Friday.
We got one more Friday, and that is Mike Judy Presents Mayday Tour 2022, featuring The Warning and Devora. If I say that right, Devora, whatever that is, Devora. That starts all at 7:30 at the Red Flag in St. Louis. $22 to $40 a ticket. So just depends on where you want to sit.
And he's a busy man, Mr. Mike Judy.
Mr. Mike Judy is doing multiple shows a night sometimes, so he is on it. Good job, Mr. Mike.
So you guys going to write a new song the next time you get together, probably?
I'll probably do that tonight.
Probably do that tonight.
Oh, it's Thursday. That's right.
It's Thursday.
That's how quick they whip them out.
Thursday song writ, right? Yep. The Thursday song writ.
We got 10 albums on the shelf, as we learned how to say.
Greg probably does have it all saved.
Somewhere. Just stack of disc drives somewhere.
I heard Atlantic Records shelf 2 of them.
He's even got some Cakewalk MIDI files laying around, probably.
Yeah, the hell. A cakewalk
And
was,
some cake.
And some cake.
Buntinis? The cakewalk was my first experience with digital music writing, and that was interesting. It's not quite like a Synclavier or anything like that, but it was sort of primitive back then, but a really neat tool to write with.
It's really come a long way. A company called BandLab bought it and essentially took the platform, and they're continuing to update it and basically giving it to people for free.
Wow.
So if you're into music production, you can go download basically producer grade software for free with plugins. So
with plugins and the sound,
plug
the sound that they're the sounds are giving you pretty good these days, because they weren't. I'm talking over 20 years ago.
Oh, in terms of the free sample packs and stuff they give you, I don't use their sample packs that much, but I guess they're decent.
Right. But if you've got like native instruments or whatever, you can plug that right in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, man. That's
reasonable.
That's reasonable.
That's a good
free
word
is
for
always
it.
reasonable to me.
Yeah.
So you guys going to go in the studio here in a little bit, and
this
not
time
studio to record, but your room, and sit down and start writing a song. Let me just ask.
Actually, they're thinking about having their drums professionally recorded in a professional studio beyond his professional studio.
Where's that?
Lots of
I don't know. We're going to shop around.
Yeah.
Right on.
Do it different this time.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Take a little
spread the
weight
love.
off. Yeah, take a little weight off. I mean, you won't have to do as much.
I could just stand around.
No mic placement. That'd be a good one to get rid of.
Yeah, I could show up late.
I would. Totally.
No, I did $100 an hour. You can't now.
Just sauced. Like yelling at everybody, going, hey, man.
Wow, I'd show up more like Sid Vicious. Just don't even know any songs. Just want to eat pizza and stuff. I ain't learned the songs yet, but the pizza's good. Now that
Bring cake, though.
We will have fun with it.
Okay.
The do-it-yourself era it's great because it allows you to record as many songs as you want for a very low price, and it's come a long way with how you can do it. But when you work with a producer and an engineer that's doing the plugging and you're not running wires and you're not pushing the buttons and you're not thinking about the EQ or any of that as much as or the room sound. You're thinking about playing. It kind of puts your mind just on the playing, I think.
Yep.
And it's.
Do you think you can sit still though? Is it going to be hard to take your hands away?
No, I could refocus myself on my craft.
What's the ongoing bit? He's going to take over.
Uh-oh. See? Here we go. We got a bit. We've been waiting for this all night.
They're betting that I won't.
You might
be able
need a
to
gag.
Yeah. Duct tape my mouth.
Well, you're so used to doing it.
Are you really going to put that mic there?
Come on, buddy. What
You're
are you
not
doing?
going to use that mic on that amp.
God's sakes.
No, but he is coming in late. We know that much. Staggering in there. I got to deal with this.
Sedated.
So, anyways, that's exciting.
Easiest guitar solo ever. I want to be sedated. One note. Dee 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 dee. I don't know. When you said sedated, that's the first thing that popped in my mind.
For everybody.
The one note guitar solo. Love it. So there you go. So
You gonna get Mick Jones to sit in from Pointer?
I don't think he's doing so hot these days.
Okay, I don't know.
He doesn't even tour with his own band.
Oh, wow. I thought his son did. Maybe it was Junior I was thinking about. I just made that up, but...
I'm trying so hard. I'm struggling over here and thinking of there was a girl named Jones in the 80s. Oh, tall. I think she dated Billy Idol. I'm trying to make more
Janet
jokes.
Jones?
Yeah, let's just go with that. Janet Jones. You guys are Janet Jones. Yeah, that's so horrible.
She married Wayne Gretzky.
Wow, really?
Jones.
Really?
Grace Jones.
Look at that trivia.
Gretzky. What did he ever do worth getting that now?
It's Grace Jones.
Grace Jones.
Grace
there you
Jones.
go. Grace Jones. That's
my
who I was
cousin.
thinking. That's my cousin.
Oh, he knows all the Joneses, of course.
They're all
keeping up with
related.
them.
Thanks, man.
So was it Grace Jones or Janet Jones?
It was Grace Jones I was thinking of. And
Grace Jones
and
married-
oddly enough, when he said Janet Jones, I pictured Janet Jackson in
Oh.
my nasty girls don't mean a thing. So I'm so screwed up. You don't want to know what's going on in my head.
But it's true. She married Wayne Gretzky.
The Janet
That's
Jones.
Janet Jones.
Oh,
Janet
okay.
Jones.
Now, wait a minute.
Another cousin of ours.
I couldn't picture Grace. I could see him playing hockey.
Can't you see
against
the
each-
resemblance?
Wow, this is deep.
I'd like to see Grace Jones and Gretzky do a hockey fight. I bet she'd take him.
I think so. She'd at least bite him.
She was in a Conan film.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. She was no Tina Turner, and like Mad Max or anything.
Similar costume.
Similar costume. That's the same costume. That's awesome.
Short hair and mean.
So who's Liver Jones for the fans who don't know? I mean, I know. But
We were talking about that before we came in the studio. One night we sat down and, years ago wrote out every silly band name we could think of.
some you can't repeat.
Some we can't repeat on the air, the funny ones. But I think I think that was one of them that came out of it, and I think we laughed pretty hard at it. We're like, let's go with that. Because we just try to make each other laugh all the time. So
Right.
Right. Plus, you were into biology.
Yeah.
You guys love biology.
Well, John's a teacher. John's an English teacher, but he got actually from the chemistry teacher at his old high school some of the flatworms, the little planarians, and brought them to the practice space.
Wow.
So they were there
inspiration.
with us.
I caught one at a show. You guys were throwing them out. Remember that? 93?
That's right, man.
Oh, sorry, that's a tapeworm.
Oh, no, that's the wrong one, yeah.
Oh, I'll take that tapeworm. I got to lose some weight.
I brought earthworms.
Back in 2002, you guys would throw them out.
That's right.
Checking
It
the
was after
flatworms.
9/11, So, or was it? Anyways,
Sounds like a conspiracy.
Liver
here.
Jones and the Flatworms.
Earth belly worms.
I'm trying to say it as good as I can this time because, man, you had about 35 different versions last time.
I was starting to forget it myself.
Liver Jones and the Flat Tops. You boys need crew cuts. If that's your name.
Well, funny, because on the first Trinity flyer, they had it as Liver Hones.
You know what? It happens, man.
John's
it happens.
cousin, right?
Or Hones.
Absolutely.
It's still with a J.
That explains everything now.
You know the did you know the Fat Finger guys? The Fat Finger band. So we had them play one and didn't notice it till days after the festival. Someone points out it says Fat Finger on the back of the shirt.
I seen Joe last night.
Yeah, man, what a great guy and just smooth. He makes sweet love to his bass.
He's got a very, very nice jazz bass that I was lusting over.
Yes.
So you guys are playing Trinity River Fest, which is coming up on the 6th and 7th at the VFW in Cottage Hills. Which day are you playing?
Saturday,
7 p.m.
Nice.
If you see only one band at Trinity River Fest this year, make it Liver Jones and the Flatworms.
And if you see only one band on Saturday this weekend, make it Walk On at the Pump House.
That's right. Dual plug radio cover band walk-ons playing at the Pump House Saturday.
That's the band we didn't bring up that he's in as well.
And Adam, the drummer for Liver Jones, is also in that band.
Right.
So it's almost fair.
Right.
Adam Clayton, he also plays with you too, right?
And Walk On's been around for a while now, huh?
Yeah, about 14 years, I guess.
Wow. Yeah.
I seen you guys
Staple.
not too long ago. Down in Wood River on the street.
Yeah, the food truck
I mean,
festival.
you guys were playing. You weren't.
We saw you guys on the street hovering around a
I was having a rough time, all right? Cut me a break. A little panhandle.
Yeah. They'll probably be doing
Came
that
up asking me if I was looking for company.
They'll be doing that down there again this year, probably. I bet you. Maybe.
Yep, band Money
Was that
Shot.
like a
I think
food-
they're doing it this
Was that like a food truck thing or something?
Yeah, food truck
Yeah, that's
festival.
what it was. Yeah. Speaking of stuff like that, you guys are playing the night market, Liver Jones and the Flat.
That is also correct. Very
Right.
excited about that one. That'll be our first time at the night market. And I think, since the location's been moved, I'm not sure where the new one's going to be, but looking forward to it.
I think they're putting it in the parking lot right next to Jacoby's. At least that's where the address pointed
Where they have
to.
all the food truck
where
stuff.
by the new food truck area.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
The opposite side of Pocket Park, I guess.
Did it just outgrow the pocket park?
I'm just saying.
The
no,
building
remember it collapsed.
the building adjacent to it is.
Yeah. You're trying to forget that because
I am,
you were in on it. So.
I don't want to talk about it.
But you guys are June 23rd, 6:23.
Good to know.
Yeah, just wanted to remind you.
Adam, write that down.
Yeah, and that is the fourth night. It starts on June 2nd. According to
he's a
Facebook.
wealth of knowledge over there.
No, I write stuff down. I mean, seriously.
Okay.
There's no.
I'm an encyclopedia of misinformation.
I just thought that'd be good to bring up because I mean, when was your last gig? Trinity,
Or Bushfest.
Bushfest.
yeah.
That's the one. Yep.
Bushfest.
I get the two mixed up
Yeah.
because Agents of the Free. You just recorded them. See how it all runs together?
It does. We're all related.
Yeah. Other cousin's cousin.
That's right.
Yeah.
They're cousins. That was a band
Tommy
I was
Lee
in.
Jones.
That's right.
He's my uncle.
Tommy
He's
Lee
our
Jones.
uncle that he brings all the stuff in.
Carries the bass.
Pamela Anderson Jones.
He fixed the tires in the van.
He steers the boat with no hands.
Johnny Depp Jones. Keep it. Okay, anyways. Also going on Saturday, besides Walk On at the Pump House. That's all you really need to remember. Poetry Slam. What do you think of that? What's that mean? Like slam dancing, but you're telling poetry?
It means, I think, like what the old timers would call joning.
Oh.
Talking smack on each other, maybe. A little
Maybe.
poetry slam. Maybe.
It features an MC.
Either that or it's going to become more like the wrestling thing that we do a little poetry and then they slam somebody.
Right, I don't know.
Which would be awesome. I would
Poetry
pay to see
Slam
that.
featuring featuring MC Nana. What's that? B Code.
Nana B. Coat.
Yeah, and local poets 6 to 8 at Jacoby's Art Center in Alton. So hard telling what's happening there, but I think that might be worth seeing.
Yeah.
Jake Weber and the Lonesome Drifters, 8 o'clock at Chez, Maryland's on Saturday. Pianos again at Ragin Cajun. How do they do that every Friday and Saturday with those pianos sitting right there? It's amazing. Naked Soul, 2 to 6, and Gen X, 7:30 at Past Eddie's in Alton. Cricket and the Grilled Avocados at 5 to 9 at Chubby's in Alton. That all runs together with like Trinity River Fest and Bush Fest and Liver Jones and the Flatworms and Cousins.
And cousins.
So
Cousins making cousins.
So that's happening at your little place down there, Chubby's.
Chubby's, go down and get yourself a Chubby burger.
That's right. Flip the Frog, 7 o'clock at Baker's in Hale and Godfrey. Kelsey's Hope Foundation fundraiser with Borderline. This is sold out at Julia's Banquet Center in Eastgate, Pigpen, where we have played before.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah,
For benefits. Yeah.
Kelsey's Hope Foundation.
So Kelsey Marchbanks is who this is about. And she passed away in June of 2011 of childhood cancer. She had 2 bouts of it. So they raise money now to help fight that dirty one.
Yeah.
And that's already sold out, so good job, Borderline.
Excellent. Good
Right?
job.
And that brings us to the important gig on Saturday, Walk On, 9 o'clock at the Pump House in Wood River. What's the first song?
It's also sold out, I hear.
What's the first song?
Oh, it'll be random.
It's going to be Random.
Oh,
I know
love
that song by Billy Idol and Grace Jones.
Randomly random.
Something by Mick Jones, probably.
Oh, yeah, we got Mick in there, too.
Some foreigner just for you.
That'd be awesome. I like Dirty White Boy, personally.
There's plenty of them down there.
Hot Blooded's a song that made me get a guitar.
How about Ian Jones? You ever play in a cover band?
Huh?
You ever play in a cover band?
No, sir.
No. He's proud of that. Look at him. I am too, man. That is awesome.
A point of
really,
pride.
you never have? Ever? Wow,
But he has
that
rode
is-
a bicycle to a walk-on gig.
That is
Yeah.
cool.
I'll go see a cover band.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I knew that about you. I just had to ask. How about you? You in a cover band, Jake?
I play with Piasa Canyon.
Right.
So yeah.
At the Hideous Gentlemen. See, we got an inside move
So,
here. We just figured some stuff out, Pigpen.
We've done 2 shows at Chez,
Right.
so
You guys haven't been
But-
together very long.
no, about 8 months.
See, we're just getting wind of it.
We're bouncing,
Yeah.
bouncing ideas. But we're all playing all originals at opening up for Hideous Gentlemen.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys going to have a record soon?
Chris asked me to talk to Greg about recording.
Oh.
So
Band meeting right
there
here.
we go.
And since he's a cousin,
You know how you
He's
cousins
in.
are,
So
right?
yeah.
That's your stepbrother, ain't it? Right. I think we brought that up last time, too.
It's a big family,
That's
man.
incestuous around here.
It is a very, we got
So,
the
that's
brother
exciting.
of Nora Jones sitting over here, His father's Tom Jones. His grandfather's
That's my uncle, Tom Jones.
Tom Jones.
it's not unusual.
We got Quincy Jones.
So, tell us about Piasa Canyon. What kind of sound do you guys
I
have?
would say it's Americana.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, more acoustic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now it's just 2 acoustics and,
Okay.
and a singer. So
Okay. So, a 3-piece.
yeah. Well, Tara. No, we just got Tara. She just joined us too. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We got
4.
4. Yeah.
Yeah. Who are they? Go ahead and say their names. We want to know them.
Chris Miller,
Okay.
Chris Larson, and Tara. And I apologize, Tara. I can't pronounce your last name.
Schwinkeldorf, we'll say.
That's all right. New members.
Yeah.
You know.
Why
earn your keep.
Adam, why didn't you tell Liver Jones about this other band?
Oh.
Fan fight!
We're done.
That can't happen with you guys.
No.
No.
you guys-
These are my brothers.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys always have practice after other band practices, anyways.
Yes.
Right. Every Thursday
birds of
night.
a feather.
Still, right. You guys are going to go jam later. Not on Cherry Street though,
No.
but Brighton, right?
Normally, yeah, we rehearse out in Brighton.
And all
most
the people
time.
there know that.
At we have our own bar out there called the Hammer Flat.
The Hammer Flat.
I mean, 'cause,
Flathammers.
you know.
We got Liver Jones and the Flathammers live with us.
I mean, people need to know when you're jamming. So, kind of like that's how it started, right?
Yeah.
So everyone in Brighton is excited for Thursday nights and sit out in their lawn chairs and
either agitated or excited. I mean, to each his own.
Hey, we're
the sound
excited.
does roll out through the prairie.
Pigpen and I are excited for Trinity River Fest.
Yeah,
seeing
absolutely.
you guys. Because it's been a while since you guys played.
Oh yeah,
Like live. Last year wasn't virtual. It was the year before.
Last time I saw him, we were actually
Bush
running
Fest.
sound for him out there at the VFW, and it was the past couple times I saw you was out at the VFW.
Yep.
So
that's a common gathering place for a lot of original bands in the area. It's a good thing. More and more shows every year.
it is a great place. Those started popping back 4 or 5 years ago out there, and now there's 4 of them out there last year. And Hopperfest is back on again this year too, I think. So we got
really?
Nice.
So and you guys got another gig in June that I reminded you of. That's like 2 in 1 year.
That's
You guys,
we're shooting
you
for
guys
a
are on
record.
fire,
At
man.
2 by June. That's
you gonna
that's a good album title.
you should get a tour poster.
Can we?
Or a pamphlet.
I mean, 2's cool, but is there a third possibility out there?
Yeah, we're always looking to do more
Oh,
festivals.
okay.
It's at this point it's just about scheduling.
that's probably-
Everybody's got their own lives, and we all enjoy doing a variety of things. So just trying to fit it in with life and everything else.
Cool.
Have a good time.
Yeah, so definitely get down and check out Walk On, right? Saturday
Walk
at the Pump
On.
House. Definitely Friday night, check out Piasa Canyon. You can check them out. Just leave afterwards, and you and Jared won't have any problems there.
Oh no, man! I'm looking forward to seeing Jared again. I think our beef is up as of like tonight. We only had a 1 week beef.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get totally inappropriate. I mean, maybe I did.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just checking.
I got no beef with Humphrey. He's a great dude.
Right. Let me run through
Sexy,
the rest of Saturday here real quick. Bold Adventure, 8 o'clock at Martin's Tunes and Eats. They're doing the audio distilled again this weekend out at your place, Blue Stem Distillery in Bethalto.
Right on.
Also
Yum.
known as Metalbrook. It depends on if you're using Search or not. That's Mike Keller with Spencer McDowell and Rob Hintz, 4 to 7 at Blue Stem Distillery. Tripwire, getting it fired up, 8 o'clock at Tri-County Rod and Gun Club in Brighton. Piano Joe at George's Local Brew from 7 to 10. Overhead Dog, 3 to 7. Grafton Winery, I'm skipping TBD. Catfish Willie, 8 o'clock at the Bloody Bucket Saloon in Grafton. Hookie, 7 o'clock at Grafton Oyster Bar. As you see, Grafton opening back up now and doing some stuff. The one you got to worry about is the Grafton Pub, because that's always weather permitting, and Outlaw Opry from 4 to 8 there. High Noon, 9:30. That's difficult. High Noon at 9:30 p.m. at Patrick's in Granite City. Flipside, 8 o'clock at Tegan's in Granite City. Squeeze Box at the Marina Bar at Holiday Shores in Edwardsville. And at the Wild E, it's Billy the Kid. The definitive. Billy Joel
The
tribute.
divinity.
Right. Yeah.
There you go. The definitive Billy Joel tribute at 8 p.m.
You better be on it, Billy the Kid.
Yeah, don't be playing
An
around.
easy one. Worth the Fight, 9 o'clock at the Back Bar in Edwardsville, right across the lot. Midlife, 2 to 5 at the Foundry at Public House in Edwardsville. And then later, they just go next door and they play 6 to 9 at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville.
Oh, busy
That's
day.
Good plan.
Yep.
Yeah. Scott and Michelle, 5 to 8 at the Stagger Inn in Edwardsville. And another cancer benefit going on at the Moose in Edwardsville on Saturday. Striding and Surviving with the Screaming Eagles Jam Band from 7 to 10 at the Moose in Edwardsville. Silver Creek Bluegrass, 7 to 10 at Reese's Brewery in Edwardsville. Jeremy Drake, 1 to 4 at Edley's Barbecue in Glen Carbon. Sweet Bottom, 6 o'clock at the Cabin at Judy Creek. Andrew Dolly, 8 to 11. Red Bar. I wanted to break it up, man. I mean, it was getting very listy there. I was thinking like a baseball announcer. Up next, Andrew Dolly. Anyways, he's playing the Red Bar in Collinsville. Town Crier, 7 to 10 at the Red's Tavern in Bunker Hill. Money Shot, 7 o'clock at the Legion in Kane City Heat up at Wild Pickens from 6 to 10. Power Trip back at it, 9 o'clock at Corner Keg in Highland. And guess what they're doing in Belleville every single weekend, baby?
I heard that there's
Look
going
at
to
that
be
list.
Like a bunch of bands playing at a bunch of different bars. A straight
Look
up
at that.
bar festival. Going
Experience Live Music Row. Here we go. John and Dave 2 to 5. Jeff Burton / The Point 5 to 7. Andy Patalin
on. Sure.
parentheses Sponge 8 to 11 at Copper Fire. That's just Copper Fire. Madeline Colebrecker. That's probably right.
Colebrecker.
Right. 7 to 11 at the venue on Main. Paul Kanya 2 to 5 and Jam's Occasional Friend 6 to 10. That sounds like they made it up on the spot, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
That's at Bernie's Pizza. You ever do that with a band called Triangle Beard once?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, the Trophy Mules are in on it from 7 to 10.
Nice.
At 7, karaoke. They're in on it. 8 o'clock.
Good for karaoke getting in on this action.
So, well, they got something for everybody on Saturday, including a DJ Club Escapade.
Nice.
Right?
There you go.
And DJ Daddy J. That's a Margaritas.
Jinx, you owe me some coke.
The other one's Club Escapade. They're going to have a DJ. So, anyways. And then Nico is playing Saturday with 86 Red, Precarious Situation, and Daisy Chain over at a place called Shamrock Pub in St. Louis.
Wow. there
We
you
didn't
go.
even get to this Sunday.
That is quite a Saturday evening.
It is. You know,
Music is back.
it is.
Did it ever go away?
It did a little bit. You had to go to St. Charles. That's where it went, but now it's back.
I
I
just
don't
went
think
up
Granite City shut down anything.
I just went up to Brighton on Thursday night and sat in a lawn chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to drive around till you hear the music.
Eavesdropping on Liberworm and the Flat Earth.
Flat Earth, nice. And the flat hammers.
Yeah. You have to drive through the woods in Brighton and listen for music.
I often do. Not just looking for you guys. It's just randomly.
Just randomly.
Oh, man.
So you guys sign autographs and stuff? Just wondering. Some
For,
people
for
don't.
Each, for each other, blank checks.
And your music is available on all digital platforms, I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
All 4 albums are available on all digital.
It's all out there.
The big show, though, coming up. Mother's Day weekend.
TRF.
TRF. TrinitiesWay.org. If you can't make it, make a donation. We'll clean some parks up,
Yeah,
help some animals,
absolutely.
and have some bands.
They
Lots of them. What, about 50?
They just did a cleanup last week, and what did I hear? They found 2 syringes, a crack pipe, and I mean, this is true. I'm not joking.
Well, that's
this is
good.
the kind of stuff they're picking up off the street.
That's
So-
good.
Did you thank them?
Yes, absolutely. It was my wife that did it, so I thanked her very much.
Well, it sounds like that's reduced since last year. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's down. It's down by 3 syringes and 1 crack pipe.
Over the last 5 years, yeah. I mean, the first week, it was the first year. I
Oh,
think it was
yeah.
like 37
and I found it,
syringes and
and 1 NASA diaper
a tire.
because they just drop those things,
Wow.
Right. Did you find a window unit that we could donate to Liverworm?
Oh, we've grown. We are centrally air conditioned.
But I heard the
big
drummer
time.
sits next to the furnace.
That sometimes
Okay.
Only when he's
We
chilly.
need some more growing in this band.
only in the wintertime.
Oh man!
Anyhow.
We've got central air. It's big
That's
time.
Gordon, a big time.
Big time, Greg. Big time.
Are you guys social media savvies?
Not
Just
really.
Facebook?
We do have a Facebook presence, and but we just post periodically. We're not all really into social media that much.
Whatever. I see Ian Jones is like, he'll have a picture of a cupcake wrapper and he'll say, "This just happened under here."
Go ahead.
I'll have to proudly say I've never been on Facebook ever in my whole life.
Oh,
That's the son of Edward Earl Jones talking.
Yeah, he scoffs
is
at
true.
he scoffs at the social media.
I've
I
never
mean-
played in a cover band. I've never been on social media.
When your dad is Mick Jones, dude,
His
you don't
grandpa's-
have to be famous.
His grandpa's Edward Earl Jones. I mean,
He
it's
would
Darth
go
Vader,
viral
man.
with this skeleton stirring pot.
Sweet. So yeah, there it is, man. I'm excited.
It's all so exciting.
Trinity Riverfest. Here we go again. What is
About
it? Like
George
6,
Jones?
maybe 5 or
Are you
6?
related to George Jones?
On the other hand,
He's our favorite Jones.
He is one of the greatest Jones.
He's a good one.
I think he was married then.
Oh man, you know what? You read that dude's
Married
biography, and you'll find out that guy was completely insane. He would make it that he'd be at sold out shows. The announcer would be like, "Ladies and gentlemen, George Jones," and it'd be like, "Introduce me as Willie Nelson." I'd be like, "What? Ladies and gentlemen, Willie Nelson." "Introduce me as Johnny Cash." And then finally, he'd just walk across the stage and disappear. I mean, the dude was crazy. All the Jones are.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I'll have to read that out of
the
biography.
I know one thing for sure. Ian never drank Kool-Aid with his cousin Jim.
That's for sure.
He wouldn't be here.
It wasn't Kool-Aid.
Oh, now we get down to it. It wasn't Kool-Aid.
See,
how would I have known?
He did not drink Kool-Aid with his Uncle Jim. I did drink Kool-Aid with my Uncle Ken. My last name's Kesey, by the way. And just for Kool-Aid. It was great.
Casey Jones better watch it. Anywho.
All right, yeah. So, hey, we got Liver Jones and the Flat Earth Flat Top Hammer. I'm just going to say it right. Liver Jones and the Flatworms.
You got it right.
I was
That
trying
big
to.
ending applause he was asking for earlier. We'll give it to him now. He wanted it. He got it. We held off. It was hard, but
I forgot about that. All right. Hey,
you didn't
thanks.
forget about our sponsor today, did you?
I did not forget about Halpin Music. I could never forget about them. Or Matt Van Voorhis with Macias Insurance. As always, I suggest you buy a nice piece of equipment from Halpin Music and call Matt Van Voorhis and ask him to insure that for you. When he comes to your house, what are you supposed to do? Ask him to bring a guitar.
Right.
Make him play you a song before he, gets your business. Poor Matt. He's like, I never go to a
Last
bar
time he's
without
at
a
my
guitar.
house, I had him help me move a stove. So
You know what? That's a perfect example of Matt Van Voorhis right there.
That is a great Matt Van Voorhis
Yeah.
moment because that's what Matt's always doing. He's always like, oh, yeah,
He
you
helped
need
me
something?
shovel insulation out of my house after the fire. Yeah.
he's a great guy.
And that's all the time. We're not kidding about that.
yeah,
It's not
that's
like we're
just
doing
Matt.
a commercial here.
No.
I mean,
The commercials from the CS Insurance, but Matt Van Voorhis is a heck of a guy. And I'm going to say this: he is not a selfish lover.
He's a giver.
He's a giver. So,
I mean, you can't say the same for Wayne Gretzky.
yeah, he's a taker.
Yeah.
One stroke done guy there. Anyway,
No, that's a different
My
guy.
cousin.
he's married to my cousin Grace Jones. Don't talk about him.
That was Janet. That was Janet. Janet.
Damn it.
Get it
Come
right.
on, keep up with the Joneses here.
There's so many Joneses to keep up with. It's getting harder every day.
Just remember Liver Jones, folks. That's the only Jones you need to remember.
Ricky Lee Jones, Tommy Lee Jones. That's the one I was looking for. What about Tommy Lee Jones?
Liver Jones.
Tires in the van.
Yeah. Hey,
But it was a different name before Liver, though. Like, another name was called out, and then someone said, "Did you say Liver?"
Was it River Jones? Or
River
something?
Jones. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, that might have
That's
been
it.
another
That's it. I knew it,
River
Brian.
Jones.
Liver Jones.
And then
Woo, good thing we
in
got that
drunken
in.
hilarity, Liver Jones.
Liver Jones is much better. I mean, River Jones, Liver Jones, yeah. It's,
Not quite as cool
my
as
liver's got the
Piasa
Jones
Canyon,
right
though.
now. We've been here over an hour.
Piasa Canyon's a cool name.
Piasa Canyon Boys are playing 7:30 at the Conservatory tomorrow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Correct.
So,
Walk-on's playing at a pump house.
Saturday, and then
You can find everything you want to know about Liver Jones.
Poultry that we played once.
and then
And the Flatworms.
and then Ian Jones' new cover band is going to be.
Are you guys setting up a new gig over there too? No.
No,
He's got a
I
new-
think we played once under Jones Poultry.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's right, because
Poultry,
there's a
yeah.
chicken farmer amongst you.
Yeah, that's Adam.
I
Smith.
thought so.
Not Jones, but Smith.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, the other guy who didn't make it.
He has eggs.
Oh, okay. That's why he couldn't make it. Makes
Chicken
total
whisperer.
sense now.
I trade eggs and chickens on the side.
Didn't Magic Johnson have eggs?
Yeah, he had eggs. I think
Oh,
he spelled
Magic
it different.
Jones. Magic Jones.
Magic Jones.
Hey, that's it. We're out of here.
All right, well, let's do it,
It's
man.
the top of the
Thanks.
hour.
It's the top of the hour, and we're in the news. It is about the top of the hour.
Yeah.
Shortly after. Anyway,
Yeah.
thanks to Liver Jones and the Flatworms for coming down, and everybody get out, see them May 7th. They are playing at Trinity Riverfest. I said it earlier, if you only see one band at Trinity Riverfest, make it Liver Jones. Let me say it again. If you only see one band at Trinity Riverfest, you're stupid, man. You should stay there longer. Like, there's bands going all
day.
So
And they're all
that's
good.
all I'm going to say. All right.
Yeah.
So everybody... thanks so much, you guys, for coming down on a Thursday night. They got to get out and write a new song. And,
They're itching. Can't you
we're
tell?
going to get out of here. Everybody get out and support local music and art.